What's going on, bro? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. This is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, presented by MFTKFoundation.com. MFTKFoundation.com. Go to website for the last week of Big Games community give back weekends. We just got done with Tallahassee. We'll probably be talking about that here in a little bit. Right now, register for a bag. We're about, I think, 2,500 away. 2,500 away. Getting real close. Please go to jamescolemangivesback.com. Register. Get yourself a knapsack. All that good stuff, man. Boy. It is hot. It's that life-changing heat out there. Like, this is when ministers really need to start, like, when they got to start really preaching, because your baptisms could skyrocket. Like, if right now outside of Jag Stadium there was like some, what do they call them, the Christian Omegas, what are they, the purple, the Hebrew Israelites. If the Hebrew Israelites was outside, I don't know if they baptized people, but if they had a pool, I'd convert to whatever you were preaching to get a reprieve from this heat. Like, this is the type of heat that makes you question everything that we learned about slavery. Because, boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I know self-preservation is a thing, and people love, want to stay alive. But, boy, it ain't no way you could look at me and tell me that I got to get out there in that field and go pick some shit. I mean, actually, you may boil. Like, actually, you might not even want to be at that, boy. That shit, boy. That thing wild, bro. I don't even know what to tell you. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah. Probably got some new stuff coming on. Jags training camp, NFL starts, high school starts. Yeah. A lot of different things going on, but we're gonna just, because it's so hot, we need to go ahead and just start off, like, save us all. We're gonna start off our show with a good, strong, aggressive word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Robert Owens put this, that heat that you, man. Any parent right now, it's youth day at Jags practice, right?
Oh, okay.
So they got like a lot of kids out there. You are a fucking shitty parent if you drug your children out to that training camp practice today.
Right.
I don't know why I was out there. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I was sitting there like, football is a dumbass sport, man. You got a bunch of grown ass men in 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees heat index at 9 fucking o'clock in the morning. It's dumb. But they're getting paid. The people in the stands, even though it's a little bit of shade, fuck the shade, because the shade is only a reprieve for the little bit of time that you got. There's nowhere to park unless you're like right next to the goddamn practice fields. So you have to hike on concrete. And it's hot. The sun is everywhere. There's not a tree in sight. The only shade, it was so hot that the shade from the light poles was hiding. That's how bright it is out there, motherfucker. And you got your children out there watching men in tight capri pants, sweating, running around while they're blowing whistles, tackling, hugging each other aggressively, because that's all a tackle is. It's an aggressive hug. And just, cause I'm sitting there listening to these, like, my media colleagues, and media people are weird on every level. Just so, by the way, just so you know, I blame y'all for we make stupid people famous. Not all of them. I love some of them. I was getting a chance to talk with a lot of the guys, but I had a gray nice muscle shirt on. Then I decided not to wear it because I was ashamed, because I knew I was gonna have that. I got a chest, and I don't know, like, you guys don't get it, but, like, we get that good sweat right there where your chest meet. I call it the boob, right, the under the boob area. And then I get a sweat right here, and then I get sweat right up under the arms. And then if it's like my camp yesterday, I just got, like, right where, I don't know I know women call it their fupa, but, like, the little male, what do they call it? Fat over the belt, the fob or whatever. I got a little bit there, and I got a little sweat there. So, but nah, man, that shit was wild. But anyways, before we get into saying some wild shit, shout out to my guy Tiny Hat. I told somebody his name was Tiny Hat, and it was like, I don't even know how you got that name. How he got that name. I was like, because I was like, go look up Ron Dugans. If you put Ron Dugans on there, you'll see what the guys who wear tiny hats look like. I told him we're gonna do a show where we just say the absolute wildest shit on our fucking mind. I think it would be hilarious. He's the one who came up with the fact that Joy Taylor is built like an orange Nike shoebox, and she's got a body made for impact.
You guys are ridiculous.
When I heard that, but I heard something else, like, it was something else. What were we talking about? Made for throwing. Like, the midgets are made for throwing.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the coach from Baylor said. Like, I'm like, I want to and I saw the pregnant midget that said she only deals with normal sized guys. And I was like,
that's funny.
And I'm like, they're made for throwing. Just think about, like, how you could toss one around. Like, you can probably do. I got to get one before I die. A midget and a white woman. Those are two things that I would like to accomplish before. If I can get one, a midget white woman, that would probably, a thick one though. It's got to be thick. But, like, imagine, like, you could just, like, a Polly Pocket. Like, just what do they call it? Fleshlight, a human fleshlight.
Oh my god!
Like, you just pick it up and just be like, all right, like, you can throw it, sling it, like, it's all kinds of shit you can do, man. But anyways, that was just wild. But, like, what do, like, but then I think about it, like, what if they're like, because they can't be bigger than a normal size woman. They got to be 70, 80 pounds.
Their weight? Oh.
They can't, like, imagine getting a normal size weight midget. That's crazy. Like that'd be wild. Like 120-pound midget. Like, that's, come on, dog. That's obese at that age. Like, but anyways, Jade is going to post the proclamation that I got after we talk about that shit. Well, all right, man. Yeah. So anyways, Jaden, what we got going on today?
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the morning edition of Big Games B.S. here on July 26th. This is your first time here at Big Games B.S. Welcome to the show where we bring the good, the bad, and the BS of the sports world to your screens, especially football. First, we're going to start off with our MFTK segment, a recap of this past weekend and this the forecast for, or the plan for this weekend with the community give back information. Then we have our NCAA segment where we talk about college football. We have a short segment today, one post regarding an FSU commit and another one regarding some Michigan news. Then we're going to transfer to the NFL. We got some topics to hit on today. We have an NIL no in the league video we have to highlight. And Jameis has been a media darling per usual. So we're going to get into 2 videos. Then talk about some training camp before we get into some players. Now, that leaves us at our Big Games BS segment. We end our show with that segment to bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football sports talk. So, gonna have some funny videos for you guys today, some funny segments and some informative segments. But first things first, James, let's recap this past weekend, the food and book bag giveaway and your football camp that you had in Tallahassee, Florida. You even got this proclamation from the mayor of Tallahassee, Mr. Daly, for your book bag and food distribution giveaway at Bond Elementary. So just touch on and recap the weekend while I play some pictures and videos in the background.
Yeah, this is the 6th annual. We gave away 1,200 bags this weekend in the Bond community. Curtis Richardson came over and read the proclamation for I didn't really know what it was, but when I saw it in that kind of case, that means it's fancy. It's a fancy certificate, which is cool though. It's an acknowledgement. Is cool from the city. They didn't have to do that. Definitely didn't expect it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so grateful that I didn't say what the fuck was on my mind a couple days ago, because it would have been awkward. Started to cuss all the motherfuckers out. But it was cool to do that in front of my mama, in front of my boys, in front of my friends. We did that in the Bond community. It was hot, fed a lot of people. We gave away, man, we got some cabbage. We got cabbage. We got some big ass cucumbers. We had green tomatoes, yellow tomatoes, red tomatoes. There was all kinds of other stuff in there. We gave away good meat paws, that we were slanging out there, and watermelon. So I found like this because I follow a lot of gardening stuff now. That's my passion. Eventually, I'm going to start, and not in this heat, but eventually I'm going to start getting out there. I want to grow a garden. It looks peaceful. Like this one guy, he's like really fucking happy. Like when he like finds new shit, and I just want to be that happy. But it showed me a bunch of other stuff. So I saw this thing. You just saw Jay Dorsey them. How to pick your melons, and then how to pick your citrus. And so you have the stem, but then they call the other end of the stem, they call it the butthole. The tighter the butthole, the sweeter the fruit. So I'm going to test that theory today, because I was going on there looking at the watermelons, and like if you look at a watermelon, there's some like that's about that big at the bottom, and they're saying that that's not good. They picked that too early, but they said the ones that's like that, they say the tighter the better. So I want to know. I got a tight booty hole watermelon in the kitchen, and I'm going to slice that up, and I'm going to try to figure out if that's good. But now, Miles, your mom's, you ever got them oranges your mom sends?
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of them. They're amazing. And this is what made sense. This is why I believe it. The deeper the butthole, the sweeter the citrus. So like them oranges, if you go and you look at that thing, I call it they got a big old nipple, but the thing is like there, but then if you look, it's a big ass indention. And then you put your thumb in there and you put your thumb in there and you crack it open, and it go like it make a big old but them oranges be sweet. And it's just like, so I'm trying to figure out all this stuff. But anyways, we gave that box right there, had the fruits and shit, and not fruit, the veggies in there. It gave away meat. We gave away book bags. It was an amazing event. Shout out to the Deltas. Shout out to the Kappas. Shout out to everybody else, that came out there. Jennifer Dorsey brought her babies out there. They was doing work. My boy Trey was getting active. You see those balloons right there? My baby boy was like about to have a conniption fit if he didn't leave with them balloons. Like I was like, I'm taking them damn balloons, dog. And then just like I said, man, it was a really good event. We shut the whole hood down. Jay, because this was your first one, Jay, what do you think about the event? Did it look like I feel like it's kind of like this 6th year, I'm used to it now. So what was your thoughts seeing it firsthand?
No, yeah, it was a lot of people came out for the book bag and food giveaway distribution. So it was cool to see a lot of people come and support, see how long the actual line was for the families, see how many people were waiting there, and also yeah, it was just inspirational, seeing how much things he gave back to the community. Everybody gave out to the community, whether that was food or time. So it was nice to see. Yeah, definitely inspiring.
Cool, man. I thought it was hot on Saturday, but damn, Sunday was hotter.
That's a convenient setup. Where's that?
That's Bond. So Bond is in the hood, but in the good part of the hood though. Like it ain't like deep. Like it's some worse areas, but it ain't like it's right around the corner from where it get active. But luckily, we've never had nobody get active, so like it's all cool. Because I tell people this all the time. I don't talk about it enough because I'm a naturally humble person. But ain't nobody gonna shoot up the Jane Coleman book bag drive. all right, not because the thing is, you do that, somebody might get you back. Like, you don't want to be the guy to go down for that. You don't want that on your resume.
Yeah.
Now you might want to get James, but like you don't want to get me at the damn book bag drive though. Like, get me somewhere else. But like, it's just like I said, it's a cool thing. I saw a lot of guys that I used to get in trouble with that slid through and came, and we talked about a lot of stuff like yeah, some of the story. I think they'd be making up some of the stories. I don't think I was there, or I don't remember it, or I forgot. But clearly I was active, but I wasn't as great. I wasn't as nice of a guy. Football changed me. It gave me other people to hit. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. But yeah, Jennifer said, she was like, hey, listen, Trey knows the instructions. I ain't have it on me, but it was in the truck, and the truck was unlocked, and Tara's in my house. What do I have what do I have? Oh, the candy is in the truck. So candy is cocked and loaded and always ready to go. So we like I said, but it's a fun event. Shout out to Bond. I have no idea. There was this old guy, I think he was a janitor. Nobody talks to you more than old black men with missing a lot of teeth. Like, boy, they just be happy and smile. Like, I've never did you talk to the guy, Jay? You know what I'm talking about? It was an old black guy, kind of short and stocky a little bit. Not fat, but stocky, like stout. Like, I know he could change the fuck out of a tire. But he was just talking and smiling, and he was telling me about Eddie Boo. He was like, you might know my nephew. And I don't really know. I doubt that's his nephew. But everybody's somebody's nephew. When you get long enough. But he said you're talking about Eddie Boo, and I'm like, yeah, everybody know Boo. And he was talking about this person and that person. Then he tried me. He's like, when did you play? He started asking me about Seminoles that played like before Bobby got there. Bitch, how old the fuck do you think I am? That's why I started taking my glasses off. Because I was like, clearly these glasses make me look older than what I am. So I need to look young. Because this man asked me about Larry Key. And I'm like, dog, Larry Key played in, like, he was one of the first 50 black colors to play at Florida State. That's how long ago he played. So anyways, man, like it was a good time though. I really appreciate Bond for allowing us to do what it is that we do. And then FAMU DRS. God. This is my okay, so I do these camps in places where I feel like people can get to them. And I still don't have enough. We had 100 registered, but it was hot as fuck. So only like 50 showed up. Like I say, I ain't mad at them. So I ain't showing up to fucking FAMU High for 50 people, dog. Like I'm not saying we're gonna not do the camp. It is so fucking hot that it made absolutely no sense. So I got to try to ask FSU, what do I have to do to use the indoor practice facility? Like, I just, like, brother, like, just let me have that. I'm not doing this shit, like, in that motherfucking sun. But I do want to say shout out to my guy, Joe Lacera, and his son, Hamilton. I want to say thank you to Bakari. I want to say, Jaden was out there suffering in the heat. But the real MVP, now I want to brag about what Brittany does. So right there, look at that. Now that Jersey, when the last time somebody ate at Jersey? Can we pull up a menu for Jersey Mike's? That is that's not even a mini. That is a regular sub, turkey sub, Mike's way. That is at least $10 in my hand right there. I'm talking about we had so many goddamn, we gonna feed your kid. There's a camp that was put on at Jacksonville where you had to pay $50 to get your kid coached and trained, right? And they have food vendors. That you could go, food trucks, so you could go pay. And they were talking about, we'll have food trucks out there for you to buy food for your kids. Bitch, if I paid motherfucking $50 to get my kid coached in a big-ass camp setting, motherfucker, I better have a chicken nugget or something. But we had Slim Chickens. We had Jersey Mike's. I really wish we could figure out how to get some fries, man, because I don't be wanting no goddamn chips. With some fried chicken. Go and give me the fries, man. But that Slim Chicken sandwich was I think, Jay, did you get one of them fresh ones, dog? Because that shit was hot.
Yeah, I got a couple.
That bitch, I tried to bite it. You know how you bite something fresh out the grease? He like, that's basically that was how I was, man. Oh, damn, they got chicken. They got a chicken salad sub. Is that how much is it?
Regular is $9.40.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's $900. That's $9.40. That's 940 pennies in my hand, dog. And your kid got that for free, but next year the camp will not be free. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. What we're gonna do. It will be free, but it won't be free. We'll have codes for people who can't even do that. The camp will be $10 to $15. And the reason why I'm gonna make it, because I believe if you have to pay something, that's gonna force your punk ass to bring your fucking kid to the goddamn camp. But what we'll do is, because we ran to 40. I think those kids are going to get, I don't know what kind of gift card they're going to get, but they're going to do that. In Jacksonville, I'm going to give 4 $50 gift cards away if they come and do that. We will partner with Dick's, or what's the other one? Academy, or somebody like that, to where we'll take that money that you pay and we will give you like a gift card for $25 or something like that. But you can only get it if you show up. So it's still cheap enough to where it ain't costing you nothing. But if your kid plays sports, you're gonna have to go buy him some cleats. You're gonna have to go do some other things. So that's what we're doing. Or we'll take that money and I'll talk with Battle or somebody about how I can actually get some gear or something to be able to give the kids so that you're getting more of the value. But I do want you to feel like you got some skin in the game so that it implores you to be able to actually purchase those things. But I'd be remiss if I didn't big up, damn, I forgot the name of the company. His name is Johnny Griffin. I want to big up Johnny Griffin for one, the book bags. He designed those. They have his name all over it. And he was able to make some shirts really, really quick. And also, I want to shout out Adrian's oldest son for coming in and going and getting those book bags, because my black ass was not driving on my birthday to go get some fucking book bags for some kids. But not book bags, excuse me. Some I wasn't driving to go get the shirts for the kids. But he went down there, drove down, came right back. It's Tri Sports. If you're really looking for something good and quality based out of Orlando, you need to go check them out. Tri Sports. They do a really good job turning around. They're doing big things in the Orlando area. I made the book bags too good. Book bags. Jaden got him a book bag. Jaden, what do you think about the quality of that book bag?
No, it was nice. It was nice. I felt like it kept my drinks cold on the inside a little bit too.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was nice all around. I like the color and the quality.
we're gonna cut the product next year though. Like we're gonna definitely go down. It still be quality, but like we could have got more. But he overdid it. But it was a great thing. I appreciate Johnny for everything he's doing and the way I work. If you do something good for me, I will continue to always support you and do business with you. But you know, we can't go out. He gave me that fucking blue magic, that Frank Lucas. Like you got we got to step on it once, dog. Like at least. But anyways, we're doing this here in Jacksonville. JamesColemanGivesBack.com. About $2,500 away from reaching our goal. Really, really cool. I don't know who. A couple people gave some donations. Matt Fryer, FSU legend. He donated $300 to the book bag drive. Somebody donated $250. I don't know who those people were, but I appreciate it. If you have a business, right, and you need a write-off and you do some stuff, we're going to give it. The football camp, I believe, will be healthier than a sub is healthy, right? Yeah, subs are healthy. Okay, but we're going to have Flame Broiler. Like, because that's one of my son's friends, and I've been coaching their kid since forever. But Flame Broiler will be donating food. I think we'll have Chick-fil-A. If you volunteer on Saturday, you'll be eating Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is going to hook us up with some food. And no, there'll be book bags. There won't be food for this one. I'm going to try to figure that food situation out in Jacksonville because I don't feel like going grocery shopping. And I eat this food too. But secondly, I just love that component to it. But we will have plenty of book bags to give away. We have about 1,500 book bags that we got to get rid. We got to move. Shout out to the Gator Bowl. They're stuffing, I think 300 of my bags. But we'll be over there. I gotta ask them when they're doing it, but we'll be over there getting some. We need to get some footage of those people in the community doing what's necessary, man. I promise you, dog, the world a fucked up place, man. But if you were following me and you don't hear, I'm gonna say some fucked up shit, but I'm gonna do some really good things too, on top of saying the fucked up shit. But like, I know some really, really great people, and I'm appreciative of that. But we finishing this, but this week I'm about to get on y'all fucking nerves about the goddamn tailgate. So I need y'all to go ahead and give me this $2,500 and sign up for these book bags so I can focus on making bread now instead of giving away money. We need 1,000 people at this tailgate, and we're gonna start pushing all of this shit. So again, because if I can find I need to finance some midget strippers to be able to come. I think about it, I was joking, but that would be amazing. If we could find midget strippers and just put up some portable poles and just have them just getting active. But anyways, the tailgate top of lot 19, best tailgate in the world. Me, Dope Boys reunion, be all kinds of FSU legends. We'll be getting some Alabama legends up there as well. You go there, the tickets are $65 right now. I'm gonna tell you this is $65 up to the first 300. Then I'm gonna bump it up by $5. You do not have to make the donation to the MFTK Foundation. We just put that there. I would appreciate it if you do. If you don't, God bless, man. You're still going to be okay. The link is in the description on the YouTube. We'll also put that. Can we put that in the in the description of, like, when they talk about what the show episode was? The link will be in there for that. It's on the Facebook in the chat. It's also be on the Twitters and different things of that nature. We'll be promoting the fuck out of it. For anybody who wants to come, appreciate that. All right.
Speaking of FSU football and tailgates, let's get into a commit that FSU recently got this past weekend. So if you guys were not aware of who this commit is, look no further, because That is the 4-star interior offensive lineman, Deron Parks. He chose FSU over Ohio State, Auburn, and Georgia, and he is 6'5", 330 pounds. He is from West Virginia, but played his last year of high school football in Sarasota, Florida, I believe. Or excuse me, this last year of high school football in Sarasota. Let me make sure I correct my words.
He's a
But
black from West Virginia?
yes, he is black from West Virginia, James. Deron Parks. So
That's wild.
I got his huddle pulled up so we
Just
can
watch it. Let me see. That's a fat boy. And I heard like Bud Elliott and some other people say he's overweight and some. I'm curious. I want to see what we're talking about right here. Man, that's the world is trying to tell me to buy a new truck, but I wouldn't buy no damn Honda truck. I can promise you that. All right. Is he 77? Because that's a 77 is a big motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Okay, he can move. I wouldn't have started off with that as being the first highlight, but I mean, he's a bully. I like that. Gotta get that ass a little lower. All right. A little lunge. You gotta run your feet when you're blocking like that. Okay. Patient. Didn't get beat by a speed rush. Okay. I like his patience. Okay. Escorted the kid all the way out the club. Oh boy, if he would have put him on his ass on the goddamn track. Okay, this is an Ole Miss commit. Okay. Oh, my bad. I looked at the wrong person. Wait a minute. No, I thought he's 77. It looked like he went to 58. It was 58 in that clip. Oh, I must have been looking at the wrong thing. All right, push. Okay, there he is. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the wrong. Oh, he baptized him. Oh man, I gotta get that clip. Yeah, that might be a him right there. Ooh, take me to the. Oh no, did he put his nuts in his face? It's disrespectful. Now he taking people all out of the club. All right, please, number 30, don't do it. What up, all dubs? Quarterback's ass. All right, let's see here. Boom. Damn. Man, I wish I had somebody like that. That motherfucker just took him. It's hard not to run in that. Who is this quarterback? This is why I hate watching films of other people. Like, I'm looking at this other guy. That quarterback made that so much harder than what it needed to be. Damn. All right. I'm liking it. I don't know about I can see why he's a 4-star in some metrics and why he's a 3-star in some other ones. But there's a lot to like about that. Just keep him on there. He definitely does some things that I really do like. If he did drop a little bit of good weight and got a little bit faster, he'll definitely be good. I don't see him as an interior lineman unless Herb Hand doesn't pull guys a lot. But right tackle, like that, I definitely see that. That's a good guy to have at right tackle.
shout out to the new Seminole commit, Deron Parks. Huge shout out and congratulations on choosing the Seminoles. Now let's finish up this college football segment with some information from over the water, over the pond. So, Michigan is going to face off against Western Michigan for its 2026 season opener in Germany. So the game will be at Deutsche Bank Park, a 55,000 seat retractable roof soccer stadium that has hosted 5 NFL games. So just want to repeat that Michigan will open its season in 2026 in Germany versus Western Michigan. Just wanted to share this with you guys. I know a lot more college teams are starting to trickle into the international setting because obviously the NFL starting to increase their international games as well. So James, looks like we're going to be seeing more games being played in Ireland, Germany, and more European countries. So man, Germany, have you ever been?
I've never been to Germany before. I have absolutely no idea why this is the game they want to put over there. Like this is like we're gonna take the annual Florida State. Well, I guess they don't play each other, but there's not very many. Like this is like taking Florida State UCF, or Florida State USF, or Florida State FIU, and moving it to Nova Scotia. Like it makes absolutely no sense for you to travel like that. This takes away money. This is a moneymaker for them, and I just don't like the way Michigan coach looks. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. He is a big guy. Like right there, he looked like he a punk, not a punk. You gotta say like a punk, but like he's definitely a punk on that right there. So how many miles are they apart from each other? That's
It's
crazy.
103 miles
That's crazy.
to
Man.
travel to Germany.
Yeah, man. Good for the kids to get that experience. I guess the camera's still wilding out. But they it's gonna be a lot of little brown babies that leave after that game though, because one thing about them Nordic women, boy, they love all my boys who've been in the military all tell me that them German women love they love chocolate over in Germany. That's one thing for sure. But kudos to them for that. They could have played this anywhere. They should have played this shit in Canada or something. I don't know, man. But yeah, I hate Michigan because of their coach.
Now we're going to transition from college football to the big leagues, and that is none other than the NFL. We have no UFL segment today, so we're going to skip right into the big leagues, the NFL. And speaking of starting with the N, let's start off this NFL segment with an NIL. If you're new to the show, NIL refers to null in the league, and that is a Seminole who is now in the big leagues doing their thing, and that's none other than A.Z. Thomas today. So the New York Jets reposted a clip of him on July 26th, locking up at practice, and man, let's just see AZ do his thing in practice to hopefully lead him into getting that extreme playing time.
Should have been a first round pick.
Seatbelt gang, strapped up, man, strapped up. Rocking the 23 too. Ooh.
I like it. Like all the measurables. I think they were saying he's never given up a touchdown. Just a solid player, great man corner. All of the stuff. Man, we should have pulled a Sheena on after this right here, Jaden. I know we got that Senior Bowl interview somewhere in the vault. But AZ's dope, man. Love it.
Shout out to AZ, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep succeeding and excelling in those reps, man. And a lot of kids are gonna be buying that 23 Thomas jersey in no time, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
He can definitely become a fan favorite of the Seminoles in the league. And let's just get everything clear and talk about one of the biggest fan favorites in Seminole football history, J-Bo himself.
I don't even know what he's saying right now, but it looks hilarious. Like whatever he's about to say, it could be the serious thing in the world. He could be saying like, "I found a cure for cancer." This shit about to be funny though. But
Jameis is enjoying that New York press. He's been having a field day with the reporters per usual. So this is one of two videos in the thread where he discusses the comparison between Jackson Dart and his former teammate Taysom Hill. So make sure to enjoy the content and please let us know what you think of these two funny Jameis videos in the chat below. So let's get it started.
Drove the team down the field and then trots out.
Man, I'm used to it. If you remember in New Orleans, Taysom Hill, I used to drive the team all the way down the field, and Taysom Hill used to come in and run quarterback power and score a touchdown. So I was like, hey, like Jackson is Taysom Hill, Taysom from Idaho, but Jackson from Utah. I was like, it's that Utah connection. Like every time I have a good drive, like they're going to take me out and put a kid from Utah in to come score a touchdown. No, man, like he needs those reps. He needs those red zone reps. I'd have been in the red zone a lot, and that was a good drive. I knew I was going to end up in the end zone, so it allowed me to visualize myself being in the end zone again.
How do you not like Jameis, dog? like, how can you be a human being and just not like him? Unless you were the girl that he basically just ran through when he was 18. Like, I get her, but like, this man is going to be, you know what I could see? Jameis could do what Cam Newton's doing, but more likable. Even though I love Cam, but that wasn't a compliment that he gave to Jackson Dart, or he took a shot at Jackson Dart and Taysom Hill, but it didn't sting like how Cam would have said it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Cam would have had, I drive down the field, and then they take me out and put some white boy from Idaho in there, Utah, whatever. Idaho, Utah, the same thing. And then my man over there, which is funny because I met the guy who's on his 4th and 1 podcast. I remember meeting him at the first combine before like everything really took off. He was just like Cam's photographer at that point, but like now he's like his personal manager. But like, Jameis made that feel so wholesome, even though it was a shot. And Jameis probably didn't know he was taking a shot. I'm willing to go that route with him, but it was nonetheless, it was a shot. But nah, that shit was hilarious. That's just Jameis could do anything. Like whatever news station hires Jameis Winston can put him at meteorology. They can put him anywhere, and the ratings will go up. Have we gotten any updates on what the fuck Prime had a press conference for yet? At 9, is he still coaching or is he not? My bad. I was just looking at. I just trying to find this out because I haven't seen anybody tweet about it yet. But Jameis will always be one of my favorite people.
Here is the second clip of the thread involving Jameis and his media, his media coverage. So he said a profound statement in this clip that I want James to very, 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 very strictly pay attention to because I think it will give a great, great laugh. So let us know in the chat what you guys are thinking of this Jameis video.
How do you work that to try to lessen turnovers?
The biggest thing is just the decision making. Like, what is the decision? I'm not a outcome based quarterback. It's like, what is the decision? If I threw an interception, was the decision right? right? If I threw an incompletion, was the decision right? And don't worry about the outcome. Sometimes the outcomes can overweigh a lot of the stuff, and people can have it. But what is my decision? If my decision is good, we can learn from that and we can grow from that.
While people are, I'm pretty sure it's getting lit up in the comments, it actually makes sense in that. Like, did he make the right throw? Did the player make a better play? Did the wide receiver not make? Because if you go back and look at his intercept, the year where he led the league in touchdowns and interceptions at the same time, where he had a 1-to-1, which wasn't great. 15 of those interceptions were bounces off the hand of wide receivers or a guy messing up. So, but you can learn. The problem is Jameis is in in his 8th year or some shit like that. So we don't need to be still making a lot of the same mistakes is what I'm saying. So that's about as bad as Trevor Lawrence saying he just learned how to use his feet and his eyes when throwing the football. Like, brother, this is year 5. That shit should have been taught to you in high school. But I definitely understand. There's wisdom in what he just said, just in life. What the outcome didn't happen the way I wanted to, but did I make the right decision? And it's a lot of wisdom in that. So kudos to Jameis.
His conference starts in 2 hours.
Damn. Okay. Well,
he's supposed to be flanked by his personal medical team. So, take from that what you want.
I am hoping for the best.
Yeah.
But I'm also skeptical. And I don't want to be right. But I have a real gumption that I was right, and he just found a good excuse that's going to make me right. But we'll see. Hopefully he will not have just all right, man. Hopefully he's all right, whatever, man. Whatever.
So we are on our NFL segment, and it's only right that we talk about the home team, 904 team, Duval's team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we got some footage from you, James. I'm going to pull that up right quick of you actually at the training camp grounds at the practice facility. Have a video right here. So I'm going to add it to the stage, and get the questions rolling after that. First, let me press play and get this started.
Shout out to that shade right there. It's not there. It slowly creeps away. As the but shout out to my homegirl right there, Ashley Gonzalez, part of First Coast News. Shout out to that black guy right there was Juan. Don Juan been taking pictures since I was in 4th grade. That black guy that was walking with the green shirt. That's me and Ashley chopping it up. I haven't seen her in a few months. Told her I was working. I had to do the news yesterday. Hey, they look good today. First day of pads. They actually looked really, really good. I was shocked. Travis Hunter made some really good catches. He was on offense when I was there. Brian Thomas Jr. out that bitch looking amazing. And they had a player, number 80. I don't know how to say his last name, but number 80 for the Jags. Turned some heads. My boy Tank Bigsby put Devin Lloyd in a fucking blender on a route. Like, had that been, you ever seen somebody play Twister on air with no mat? That's what Devin Lloyd looked like. And I wish we could have videotaped it, but we could not videotape that part of practice. We only videotaped the first 4 periods of practice because, God forbid, a sideline angle of a catch will give the Tennessee Titans an advantage over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, just some of the shit, just I don't understand the rules, but they look good. We talked about we were supposed to talk about this on First Coast yesterday, First Coast News last night, but Travis Hunter had taken 36 snaps on offense and 47 snaps on defense. I'm assuming those are scrimmage snaps. I mean, like the 11 on 11 or snaps like that. They've talked about they have a plan for him and doing different things to make sure he's prepared and understands both playbooks. Here's the thing. It's had nothing to do with his ability or his talent. But blow that picture up real quick, Jaden. Jaden, how much do you weigh, if you don't mind me asking?
After this weekend, man, I probably gained a couple, so probably around like 169, 170.
Okay. So, Jaden, you and Travis Hunter are about the same weight. Travis Hunter's not big. The problem is defense has to tackle. It's no way to get around it. My boy was there yesterday, and I wasn't able to get there. I'm mad because, it was a great opportunity, but I had my camp, so it wasn't shit I could do about there. Travis, from a feet perspective and from a 7-on-7 perspective, would shut down B5. But from a purely physical perspective, especially when he gets older, he would take Travis's lunch money. Because he's fucking 6'3", over 200 pounds. Every wide receiver he's going to go up against is going to have those advantages. And when you play for 17 weeks, people, 18 weeks technically, but 17 games, they're going to mash the fuck out of you. It's a physical game. You have to run. What tackle do you see? Like, he's made tackles before. But he's not like, this is not college where you're going to play a duck six games. Regardless of if you believe somebody's good or not, everybody on an NFL roster was chosen. And there's only 32 teams. So whether you think he's a cat or not, he's better than most college guys. If it was just about coverage, 100% believe it. But Travis looks like he needs to go. Travis needs to be hanging out at I was about to say Olean's, but at Potter's house, or getting some soul food, get some oxtails. Stop. This is where he messed up. One, he married that crazy girl, but that's it. He's happy. But this is where I believe. No, this is stuff that people don't want to talk about. Like, this is where I believe. Sometimes young girls need older men, and sometimes young men need older women. You need an old lady to come in your life and make you some biscuits from scratch. Make you some good collard greens. And cornbread in a cast iron skillet. Some good homemade fried chicken. You know why? Because and teach you how to have proper relations. That learn you, learn you something. Can anybody if show of hands in the comments if you've watched the movie Sinners? As gorgeous as the girl that the preacher boy found at the train station, that her last act on as a human on this planet was cheating on her husband. Man, she looked delicious. I wouldn't have ate that thing in the Mississippi heat after she done walked 10 miles and been at a juke joint sweating and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure that thing was delectable when washed properly. That ain't the one who did it for me. That's because I'm a real man. The one who wasn't smoke old lady. When she said, "It seems your body still remember me." Ooh. Ooh. I was like, ooh. She said, like, she knew she chunky, dark skin, all that. But she knew what she had. She said, your body still remember me. I said, oh, And you know what they asked her to do after he hit it? Did y'all remember what he asked her to do? I need you to come cook the food. I need you to come cook the fried chicken. You need one of them because it helps you. It ushers you into manhood. Like then you know what to do once you because you don't need them forever. You just need them for that time period. Then you know what to do and you know how to you learn a little bit. That's what Travis needs right now. There is an old woman in Arlington right now who will wash his clothes, take care of him, give him a good old massage, and help upkeep the body. You know, a young woman, as a man who had a young, well, she was older than me still, but she was young then. All young women do is break your body down because they want to do shit that don't make no sense. Can't fuck all night when you're in the NFL, man. You got shit to do. You got practice in the morning. You got meetings all day. Can't be up till 12 o'clock. She want to argue over dumb shit. Like you need someone that's gonna sat you down somewhere and make you an Epsom salt bath. That girl don't even know what Epsom salt is, man. She's not even I don't even know what this girl is. It would be different if she was she's an American woman from what I see. She's too Americanized. Get you a Spanish woman, a Caribbean woman. I'm not here to take or an older black woman. Now I will say this: older black women, we have done a disservice to these young black girls because y'all have not let them. These girls don't know how to cook. They don't make nobody plate. Y'all told them all these lies. My aunt used to do that shit. My auntie Les did that shit. I said, she's like, you don't need to make him no plate. Now, Auntie Les, why would you tell that young girl to do something that you would not do for Uncle Larry? The Uncle Larry got his plate made quickly before you ate. Uncle Larry, he needs to be treated like Uncle Larry because he needs to get the morsels out of the first nourishment because the better calories are in the beginning of that macaroni and cheese. Once you get that, once it's about 10 scoops gone, you don't have the caloric intake no more. You got to get that first scoop of mac and cheese. But that's the problem. He looked like he eat chicken nuggets all day. And he needs somebody to sit him down and let him know the world is bigger than chicken tenders and french fries, son. And that's the only way he's going to do better. But
Wow.
yeah, Travis ain't lasting the whole season.
Oh, so that's the verdict, James. If you had to place a bet right now, that's what you putting your money on?
Not if he got to hit somebody.
Got you. Definitely think his size will be an issue when it comes to, like you said, the tackling portion of defense. Very big portion of playing defense, like you previously said. So it is interesting to see how that will pan out for his rookie season. So, man, shout out to Travis Hunter. And I heard him. Also, besides him, I've also heard that Tank Bigsby and BT7 have been turning heads at training camp. So just wanted to reiterate that with you as well, James.
BTJ, again, that's a guy but he's from Louisiana, so he know. Like he know. But they balling, man.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to the Jags. Speaking of training camp, I've seen so many videos of Travis Hunter dancing at training camp, enjoying football, enjoying the sport that he grew up love playing. But I don't know if dancing is always good in the NFL, James, especially when it comes down to this player in particular, Christian Wilkins. So there's been a lot of videos circulating of him dancing in the Raiders locker room, dancing after Clemson won a championship. He's been seen moving for a long time, let's just say that. And so the Christian Wilkins incident that happened last week with the Raiders, where they decided to void his contract because of how he allegedly dealt with a foot injury. So there's been some news that came out from the Raiders that said that Wilkins reportedly had an incident with a teammate that led to his release. So league sources told Josina Anderson and Nick Walters said sources within the team are being careful and won't leak many details. One says it was weird, like a very weird incident, and this post has 9.8 million views, I might add. If true, it adds to the narrative that Wilkins becomes an issue in the locker room and that the timing of his release extends beyond his dispute with the team regarding his foot rehab, like I previously mentioned. And you know, James, the internet warriors took no time to pull up the clip, let's just say. They're being very anal with Wilkins in his media coverage. So let me just press this back arrow, show you guys the
This
gift.
is my song for real, no doubt. Said the DJ's making me feel the doubt. As I walk into the dance floor, we begin to dance slow. Put your arms around me. He digging in his booty. That's what he does, dog. I think he got more because he got big hands. That's the scary part. So he got a little booty and a little gooch and a little ball in there. Like that man, he probably sniffed his fingers too. Oh, nasty ass boy. But yes, he's the one. Somebody asked, he's the one who busted into lift his leg in the air and then fell into a split and was popping that thing. Like the boy gay. Somebody put a funny clip, a funny tweet, and I know this isn't true, but they said like he got suspended because he was he was tickling somebody's foot 3 times. I mean, and they told him no. I wonder if he knows how to pick watermelons properly. That looks like he was trying to just see if the citrus was sweet. He said the deeper the booty hole, the sweeter the fruit. That's what he was trying to figure out, man. Like, I promise you, I would have kicked the way I would have flipped and kicked him in the fucking face mask. Like, it would have been like, nah, dog, you would not. That is what that's forced sodomy. Like, that is aggravated. What did it say? Aggravated sodomy, right there. That's what that was. There is absolutely no place in sports for that. That is not yeah, man, I don't yeah.
Man, I just hope you wash his gloves afterwards, man. Whew, that's nasty. Whole different level of nasty right there. But man, this Christian Wilkins update is not looking too promising, James. I see a lot of people obviously in the comments under that post we discussed. People are going back in time to pull up these clips like this, whether from his Clemson days, whether that's from on the field or that championship celebration. So, man, the media has been giving him a run for his money. So, I don't know how he's going to recover from that. Just like how I don't know how that player on the field recovered from Wilkinson's examination.
Yeah, man, like that's just shit, man. I'm so grateful I had to push. Like, you don't have to be. You got to be like it's 50 years old before you have to get that done. There's no reason the 20-year-old should be having three fingers or however many hands he tried to put in his butt. Like, you don't have to get that exam. But yeah, man, that's no. Can we pull up his stats? Let's pull up his stats. Let's figure out, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of shows don't talk about this. I personally am, as a guy who loves lesbians, there's no way. And I have a guy, the guy, bro. We talked about my guy, brother. I said he was gay, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's my guy, brother. Shit, I mean, gay people exist, people. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Is it weird? Yes. Will I ever share a drink with my guy, brother? Fuck no. But I love him to death. I love him to death. In about 10 years, I could probably start telling some things, but I don't want to talk about some of those things in terms of people I've played with. A little nervous. Motherfuckers were good. You don't want to tussle with a fruit bat. Like, that's the last. You don't want to lose those. But if they're gay and they're good, the juice might be worth the squeeze. So let's see how many sacks does he have.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, 2023 says 9. I was going to say I'm doing the math wrong here. Oh, so he went from one gay place to a gayer place. You don't get it twisted. Vegas is wild. You know what I'm saying? So he got hurt last year. So his last healthy year, he had 9 sacks, 65 tackles. Oh, he loved getting on top of men. I don't know, man. You might need to kick the tires, man. Like, it's just, if you got to sacrifice one teammate, what's a little? It's only sexual harassment if they don't like it. So, like, yeah, just saying, like, you know, Mason Smith is kind of hurt right now. How gay is gay? How gay is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he like paint? Is he wearing? If he's not wearing wigs, but even if he was, if he got 9 sacks from the 3-tech, this is where we need Janet Jackson asking the questions. How could you be with me when you was over there bending over for me? Who says I was doing the bending? Who says I was bending over? Oh, so you was doing the bending? That's what we need to ask in the meeting. Oh, so you was doing the bending? And then, you know, just figure it out. Because if he was doing the bending, then, you know, hey, give him a house in give him an apartment in Riverside and flourish, king, or queen, or whatever you want to be. I don't know, however you want to identify. Like, I ain't, man, listen, dog. If you told me that, like, hey, James, you have stage 4 cancer and you're gonna die if we don't solve this. But we have the greatest doctor in the world. He has solved all of these he's cured cancer. The problem is he's a 6'5", 330-pound transmission. Do I want to die more than I'm afraid of what the transmission is going to do to me when I'm knocked out? I don't know. But I do know this. If that ferry could get in there and get in the... If that ferry can penetrate the backfield consistently and get the results that we need, man, goddamn it, I'll put some money on the goddamn signing bonus. The amount of content that I would get out of that would be epic. Do you know what I would be saying on First Coast News? We'd be playing YMC. Like, hey, has anybody seen the Key and Peele? The greatest Key and Peele skit is the gay weddings. I would be over there like, you know, at what point in the training camp do they play YMCA? Well, are there any gay hymns being played? How you gonna have a good training camp with no gay hymns? Or I'll be like, you know what? I mean, I can only do jazz hands for so long. What? You know jazz hands? I can only do that for so long. Oh, imagine, yo, we gotta find clips of him doing pass rushing drills. Cause you remember we did Jaguars, we did not Miles Jack, the dude who played like a fruit bat, but the sack master that couldn't do nothing. And he was like, like when y'all linemen be doing them fucking drills, y'all look fruity. So like I don't even want to hear that shit. Y'all be breaking your wrist and do they did that too. She's like, do they walk in normal or do they prance? Like, do they do that, man? Listen, dog, this would be great for Jack. This, you know what? Give me God. I just want to live. God, bring me this guy. Bring Christian Wilkins here. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Send the tweet, Jaden. Christian Wilkins to the Jags. Bring the they gonna call it the D. Christian Wilkins to the DL. Bring that DL, bring that download brother here. Hey man, I'm sorry. I am trying to be funny. I hope that this does not offend anybody of that community. I don't believe being gay is a disability. I actually believe it may empower him to be a better football player because clearly he likes to tackle men. And he does a really good job of it. We just need somebody to maybe not let him be on the ground. When you tackle him from behind, you got to get up in under 3 seconds. Anything longer than that is without consent could be considered, forced.
I will send out the tweet. And how about this?
With him doing the split? Oh, put Strafe set it off. Have him do when they do the whoop. Isn't that the official whoop song to Jacksonville? Whoop. Oh, imagine the whooping. Oh my God. He's perfect. He's perfect for Jacksonville.
He will put the D in Duval, James. He will do that.
Oh man.
He will do that. So we're going to move off from a defensive lineman to an offensive lineman, and a historic one in that fact. So huge shout out to Chargers left tackle Rashawn Slater for reaching an agreement with the Chargers on a 4-year, $114 million contract extension that includes a record $92 million guaranteed, and now makes him the highest paid offensive lineman in league history. So with that amount, here are the top 5 highest paid offensive linemen on a per year basis according to Adam Schefter. You have Mr. Slater, Tristan Wirfs, Penei Sewell, Trent Williams, and then lastly you have Christian Darrisaw all at or over the $26 million per year threshold. So huge shout out to Rashawn Slater for becoming the highest paid offensive lineman in history. But James, Dove Kleiman had to put up a wild post associated with this news saying star tackle Rashawn Slater finalized his divorce from his wife recently. Today, Slater signed a $144 million contract extension with the team, including a $29 million signing bonus, and that was posted yesterday. And so, the recently divorced, ex-wife saw Dove Kleiman's post.
The cheer thing in here, we need to get. That was great. Good for him.
She saw the post that Dove Kleiman made and actually decided to quote tweet it. So she said, "This is deplorable. I had nothing but support for Rashawn. His contract is not about me. I think we should focus on what's most important here, and that is his career and his success. Please stop including me in this narrative. He deserves this moment."
Oh, whoa. Yo. Wow. Wow. Man, that's crazy. I'd fuck Brock Lesnar's daughter before her. Yo.
I think that don't look like the same. Okay. I think it was, yeah.
Yo, I think the problem is she doesn't need, that's a better picture.
Yeah.
It's still mid, but it's a better picture. Like, you gotta, like, some of y'all women with them strong faces, man, makeup's not your friend. I'm here to tell you, makeup is not your friend. It makes you look like one of the community members. Yo, handsome. Y'all be using this. That's a handsome lady. Like, that is Corey Holcomb talks about a lot of women sometimes are only with the men that they're with because that man is only in a certain tax bracket. That man said, I know I'm about to break the bank and I'm about to Russell Wilson you and let me go find my Sierra. Then show me that picture, that last one. Is that her or is that somebody else? That's a better picture. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her now. Like, there's just, I'm not here to say there's somebody for everybody. Ugly people are fucking and reproducing every day. But like, I oh man, you know what? That's crazy. Okay. All right. She was there from the beginning. Yeah, she was there from the beginning. She just got tired of the shit. But this is why I need another show. Because I do be having some serious questions that I can't address in this manner on this show right here, because I don't want to pretend to know or get my mind in women's business. But like, at a certain point, you're invested, right? You was here when he didn't know how to, like, what's that? The girl with Tia Kemp said about Rick Ross, like when she admitted that she was with him when he didn't know how to wash properly, and Charleston White was like, "You over here sucking stank dick and didn't know, like, and you want to talk about me? Like, you a nasty bitch." So like, she was there when he didn't know how to properly take care of himself, right? And I was listening to Nat. Nat King Cole was a bunny hopper, notable bunny. They actually threatened him with outing his relationship with one of the ladies, because during that time it was dangerous for black men to be with white women.
Right.
But like, his wife was so cool, and she was like, if you date a popular man or entertainer and that has a lot of money, stuff comes with the territory. And I'm not saying you should accept what you want to accept. $92 million is a lot of fucking money, dog, to just give to a new bitch. And I've been there from the beginning.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm not signing the fucking paperwork. I invested in this. This is us. We're in this together. I don't like just. I'm telling you guys, you just don't believe me. Go download the male delusional calculator and the female delusional calculator. I could do bad all by myself. Does not bury you. That's not true. Like, try dying and seeing who's there for you. And then number two, there aren't that many people that make that kind of money that's life-changing money. Because, and I'm sorry, ma'am, he was all. I hate to tell you this, and this is Tupac cares if don't nobody else care. This is me coming from a place of love, telling you this, sweetheart. He dated down. So and I'm assuming it because 75% of divorces are initiated by women. So I'm assuming he didn't initiate this. You and Jason Push, she might have really loved. You could tell by the way that the tweet was extremely classy. By the way, what Dove did, Dove Climbing. You got to just ride it out, man. If he need to get I'm telling you, man, when Savannah James tells her truth, it's gonna be crazy. We need more Savannah Jameses. We need more Coretta Scott Kings in this world. I know nobody want to hear that. That's not popular. You're not going to hear your preacher say that. I'm not telling you to go do your own dirt on the side if you just need to do your dirt. But man, like, to quote one of my favorite prophets in Sean Corey Carter, I was just fucking them hoes. I was going to get right back. Like, dog, you're not finna take my bread. But yeah, that's just that's my thought process on it. But like, good for him though, because I'm with Dove on that one, dog. Like, you get out of there. Go get you a new one.
Speaking of a new one, Cowboys tight end Jake Ferguson has gotten a new contract extension with America's team. So the Cowboys and the standout tight end Ferguson have agreed to terms on a 4-year extension worth $52 million with $30 million guaranteed. So Ferguson also gets a $12 million signing bonus, while they still are awaiting an agreement between Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones. So they wanted to get Ferguson on the books, get him an extension while there still is some strife in Dallas. So shout out to Ferguson for getting paid, man. And let's see how this continues to bring light into the Michael Parsons situation, James. Because, man, Jerry's at it again, man. Jerry's at it again.
Jerry, I'm going to say something controversial. And my black people aren't going to like this. I don't think Jerry Jones is racist. I think Jerry Jones is classist, and Jerry Jones is opportunist. Jerry Jones only likes people that can do things for Jerry Jones. And you're his favorite person as long as you're in his circle. And what I mean by that is Jerry is not paying Micah because he doesn't value Micah. Now, granted, most of the guys look black, so I can see why people will make that. But like Jerry, you know what, Jerry consistently, you know who's like the starting tight end of the Cowboys starts there. Like, how many of them have you seen go to other teams for very long? He always takes care of his tight ends. So that's why, you know, I can see where this is what he would do. But like, none of this shocks me.
Speaking of shocking, James, it's very, very ironic you said those words, because to the football and the NFL sports fans, this news out of Cincinnati shocked us the most, and it finally calmed down one of the two major fires in the Bengals organization, and that is Shamar Stewart, their first-round pick, signing his rookie deal. So the Bengals and Shamar agreed on a 4-year, fully guaranteed $18.97 million contract that includes a $10.4 million signing bonus. So he is now participating at training camp since he signed his rookie deal, and to put an asterisk, fully guaranteed rookie contract. James, the question I pose to you is this. I said one of two major fires because they still have not reached an agreement with their star pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson. So this is obviously one step closer to that team being complete. But, man, what's next for Trey Hendrickson after this Shamar Stewart news?
They're going to eventually pay him. Or he'll – because he's holding out. He has a contract. He's just holding out, right?
Let me
Trey?
check. He is seeking a new contract because I will share this with you right here. He's under contract. So he signed a 4-year, $60 million contract in 2021, and in 2023 agreed to a 1-year extension. While he is seeking a new contract and has expressed dissatisfaction with his current deal, he is still under contract. So yes, through the 2025 season.
Yeah, he'll be he'll be there by the time the season starts.
Got you.
But they still have the language in there that would protect the team per what the team said. But I knew he was not going to sign shit that didn't give him a fully guaranteed contract. So, like, Now this was racist, even like regardless of like, well, what happens if he gets arrested for like domestic violence or something? Like, I don't want to have to pay for some. Bitch, you have never thought of that. Like all the years they've been guaranteeing first round picks, this guy's never been in trouble. Man, get the fuck out of here. I hate the Bengals because of the owner. Matter of fact, the Bengals, and the damn Browns are just fucking up. Like, just I don't know what the fuck is going on in Ohio. It's that river. It's the Ohio River. It must have shit fucked up.
Ohio River definitely looks contaminated, but huge shout out to Shamar Stewart for agreeing with the Bengals and signing that fully guaranteed deal. And speaking of new deals, James, we talked about Hendrickson, and now let's go to the nation's capital to discuss Mr. Scary Terry himself, their wide receiver Terry McLaurin. So, according to Adam Schefter on yesterday, he made this post regarding Scary Terry. So the Commanders wide receiver was spotted at the team's training facility on Saturday. McLaurin arrived without a new deal, but with some sort of ankle injury. Washington now is expected to place McLaurin on the active or physically unable to perform list, aka PUP. As a holdout, McLaurin was raking up $50,000 per day in fines in training on his own. As a hold-in, he can't be fined $50K per day, and he's around the team. We saw him doing yoga. If I think that was on Thursday when that person posted that he was doing yoga in Virginia. So got some more news regarding Scary Terry, James. So are they going to give him that DK money?
Yes, he deserves it. DK didn't deserve that shit. This is what they would call a hold in. So they can't, if you're injured, they cannot force you to physically practice. But it has to, like, he's finding a reason why to do that. And was the one thing they always talk about these fines and whatever. You know what goes away once you come back? The fines. They're never gonna make you pay that shit, especially if they give you a new contract. So, to quote the Memphis preacher, formerly that's gone now, and Young Dolph, get paid, young Negro, get paid. And always remember the rules. Rule number 1 is go get the money. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money. And I'm with you, Scary Terry.
Shout out to Scary Terry and good luck during this process. So, Madden 26 has released their 99 club for the game. And James, I wanted to break down who's a part of the 99 club with you to hear your opinions on if these players deserve that 99 overall. So let's get into it because we have 7 players to discuss specifically. So these are the members of the 99 overall club in Madden, starting from left to right. You have Eagles lineman Lane Johnson. Then you have Ravens QB Lamar Jackson, Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase, Eagles running back Saquon Barkley, Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson, Bills quarterback Josh Allen, and last but not least, you have the defensive monster out of Cleveland, Myles Garrett. So, James, my question to you, my first question would be to the 2 quarterbacks that are in the 99 overall club, because there is Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, but no, I repeat, no Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, this list is invalidated without Kermit the Frog.
That's crazy.
No Kermit the Frog. This list is not real.
Even on game standards, I couldn't see why you would have Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson ahead of that. That's insane. That's something new for Madden. They're doing something. They're trying to make a statement with this one.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think running back should be 99 overall. I think Saquon is extremely talented, but I don't know about that. Miles deserves it.
Yeah.
I think it's a really easy way to determine a lot of these things, but then this wouldn't be consistent because, like if you're the best player in your position, you need to be 99. Or if you're top 5 at quarterback, maybe. So I can see why they're giving him that, but no Patrick Mahomes kind of throws me a little bit.
So, James, what about the other players on the list? Yeah, you obviously said the best in their position. I feel like Johnson and Garrett, for example, they're one of, if not the two best in their position. So I really have no issues with them. But you have the LSU wide receivers right there in the middle. Obviously, many people have them 1A, 1B in the league. Number 1, number 2, number 2, number 1. So man, I don't know, man. To have both of them in that number 1 spot, like you said, you got to be the best in your position. Obviously, man, those two quarterbacks jumped out of the screen for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not really mad about any of them. I would prefer. I'm trying to think. I guess what I'm trying to think is who do I think is just absolutely better than them at wide receiver? I can't. The quarterbacks, I just think Patrick Mahomes should be added. But if you told me those are the best 3 quarterbacks in the NFL, I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm with that.
In 08, Randy Moss was 94. Those 99s used to be saved for the linemen, the offensive linemen. Those high 99s. That's usually what Madden used to typically go with.
You said 08, was that the year that the Patriots went undefeated regular season?
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand him going because that actually that was shocking that Randy Moss did that because he had took a dip. Prime. I guess when I'm thinking 99, I'm thinking prime Randy Moss.
Right.
Like, are any of those guys Randy Moss to me?
That's what I'm thinking. Or even Megatron.
When I'm thinking what I don't want to be is that old guy. Back in my day, we were not because I don't want, but I'm just like, but not like they were just good, like really good.
Yeah.
Like right now, JJ Smith is 99 in college football, right? Jeremiah Smith. Like, there is no question that Jeremiah Smith is the best wide receiver, if not the best player in college football coming into this season. 99 overall means you are
98.
On the video. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's a 98.
Yo, that's insane. Then no, none of them motherfuckers deserve to be that shit. Because Jeremiah Smith isn't the best player. Like, I don't like Lamar Jackson. If you want to, Lamar Jackson, one of the best players in the NFL. Hands down. White Josh. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even going to, like, Johnson's good. Personally, I still like Trent Williams better than anybody. But I actually think he can fight a silverback gorilla by himself. Miles, clearly.
Right.
Everybody else, I don't know if they're the best wide receivers.
Just wanted to share this with some fans, and especially with the fans of Madden, just to hear your opinions on this. So let us know what you think about these 499 overall selections in the chat. And James, we're gonna finish off this NFL segment with a fun game that Sunday night on Fox, NBC post on their X account. and this is guess the current NFL team based off their offensive lineup. We've done a couple of these in the past, so I want to hear your opinion on this team right here. Who you think this team is? So I want to hear your opinions on this right here. And some notable positions I might add would be that running back and that wide receiver.
Man, you making me think.
It says easy too. Difficulty's easy.
Yeah, but the problem is I have to like pay attention to um other teams like that. Like when I hear it, it's probably gonna be like, oh duh. I'm trying to think. Ohio State wide receiver.
The running back last year was a rookie.
You said he was on the roster last year.
Yes, last year was his rookie season.
What I don't like is why do they put question marks at the other positions? Does that make it too easy?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. They got the caricature is the wide receiver. Look like a blackface cartoon.
No, it's not them.
Oh, it's not the Cardinals? Oh, okay.
No.
Let's say so. Who does the Ninjimba play?
That would be the Seahawks.
It's not. We already did them.
Right.
The Bengals have Clemson and LSU. Damn. Man. And this shit says easy. I don't know. What we got, Jaden?
So this is the Tampa Bay Bucks. Yes, Frank Adams had it correct. The running back Bucky Irvin was a rookie last year. He did go to Oregon, and that new Ohio State wide receiver is Emeka Egbuka this year. And then obviously you got Mike Evans that would have gave it away, and Baker Mayfield would have gave it away. So this is the Bucks right here, and their tight end Cade Otton went to Washington as well. So.
Yeah, I would have had to follow the Bucks more. I forgot that they did get an Ohio State wide receiver. Damn. Yeah.
Just a little fun game. Huge shout out to Sunday Night Football on NBC for posting these college NFL guesses. So, man, huge shout out. That was pretty fun. That was a little bit of a hard one. I'm not going to lie. I had to look in the.
Said easy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that they said it was easy, but we're Florida, and we're from Florida too. So, man. Let's get into our Big Games BS segment to finish the show out for today as we approach noon. So we have 2 videos to show you guys before we wish you guys a farewell this Monday. So first, let's get into it from the Philadelphia Eagles. So Jalen Hurts, according to Adam Schefter, is the first NFL player to endorse Sprite. So we got this commercial right here of Jalen Hurts endorsing Sprite, and please enjoy this commercial as we play it.
I don't know if you didn't want the audio on it.
What'd you say?
There's no audio. I didn't know if you were.
Oh no, it had some music in the background either way. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the commercial of Hertz being the first ever NFL player to endorse, sponsor Sprite, be a sponsor for Sprite. Man, that's big news. You always think of basketball when you think of Sprite, and football, you think of that with Coke. So, man, looks like Jalen Hurts is breaking barriers. And man, shout out to Sprite. Shout out to Sprite.
You know, I feel like these light-skinned quarterbacks are fucking up the game. Not him, because I wanted to like Jalen Hurts because I think he's good. I don't know if I agree or disagree with Cam and those guys saying he's not a top 10 quarterback. I believe that I don't know if there's 10 better, but I don't like how everybody's trying to make these arguments personal. And I like Cam Newton. Also, I don't want Cam Newton to accost me if I ever see him. So I do enjoy a good Sprite though. Yo, I need a book bag too. You seen the FSU book bags that they're getting for camp? Oh, this shit fire.
We're going to close out our show today with a funny segment I had to add to the show notes because James had had an infatuation with this topic earlier today. So we got the video of Keith Sweat getting that surprise at his birthday party. And it looks like James wants to second this surprise for himself.
I didn't know that was Keith Sweat, by the way. I just glanced at it, but he looked disappointed. And I'm like, he's got great friends. Like, nobody's ever done anything this nice for me. And she thick too? Bruh. Keith Sweat's ungrateful, man. Keith Sweat is so ungrateful. I'd have scooped her up, put her on my right hip, and walked out just like he was walking, but with her. Yep. Here's the guy with the most wildest R&B lyrics ever. And this is what makes you get up and walk away? I mean, as a guy who said, you may be young, but you're ready.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like, you want to see young gals when you was in your 20s, late 20s, but this ain't what you want to do? Man, I'd have took some Blue Chew, Cialis, Viagra, Zenfield, whatever, all the different legal names. Like, don't stop. I'd have played Don't Stop the Love. Like, what's also crazy is he wrote a lot of guys' music. Like, a lot of music in the 80s. Like, have you ever, like, found out that some of your favorite rappers or singers are, like, wrote some of your favorite songs from other people? And then you have to go back and you listen to it, re-listen to it, and you can see, oh yeah, I could see him singing that. I could definitely see him, like, that would have been he'd have made that might have been more fire. But yeah, man, no, that's a good ass friend, man. Like, people be unappreciative. You know, they cut what really makes it appreciative is, like, it makes me really think like he's ungrateful. Because again, how many midgets are in the population? It's an anomaly, right? It's not a lot. It's not like you just walk out. How many midgets have you seen on an everyday basis? You just walk out there. Now, that's one. Number two, we have the statistics. There's only 65,000 midgets out here. So 65,000 midgets. To find one that actually is somewhat attractive. You know, let's just be honest. Like if 1 in 10 real people are attractive, say 1 in every 10 midgets are attractive. So what does that get us to like 6,500 midgets are attractive? They all can't be thick, right? This was a thick midget. Now, one of them, people say look like Roger from American Dad. That's wild.
That is crazy.
That is wild. But Roger was thick in American Dad. So I'm just saying, like, you know,
bottom heavy.
Yeah, like I mean, again, some of y'all in the chat, maybe, I mean, we get it. A lot of y'all have only dated premiums. Some of us have gotten a lot of trouble because the chick was thick. That's why every really good drug dealer's first baby mama is ugly. But you know what she is? She's thick. So, like, Keith, there's only 6,500 people they could have chose from in the world, or in America, my bad. And like her head wasn't that high. Wait a minute. Mandy, you're under 5 feet? Mandy? So like, I think you got to be like 4'10" to be a midget considered, or 4'8" to be considered a midget, I believe. A tall midget. By the way, man, we're gonna have, I think they'll have 10 midgets in Jacksonville on Christmas Eve. Not Christmas, on New Year's Eve. When they have the midget showcase. Can't wait. I'm gonna be sitting there. Do you have to pay midgets in regular dollars, midget strippers in regular dollars? Or can you get coins?
That's a good question.
Like if I tip a regular stripper $1, am I tipping the midget the same amount of money, or am I tipping them less because there's less person? The questions that need answers. But nah, man, that's still funny though. Keith could have been more appreciative because who knows? They could have pulled Christian Wilkinson out. Then you would have been really mad. But nah, man, that's funny, man. Training camps here, guys. Football season. Make sure making sure your kids are hydrated. Make sure you go to, that was the last thing, right, Jaden?
Yep, that was the last thing.
Make sure you go to jamescolemangivesback.com. Please register for a book bag. Anybody with any kind of just a little bit, I know the economy's tough. If you got, something to put onto this 2,500, would greatly appreciate it. Outside of that, man, I really appreciate everybody for chopping up with me. We will see you guys next time.